Hey guys, my name is Gary, grateful recovering alcoholic and drug addict. I'm just gonna make it real quick, man. Thank you guys for tuning into my videos. Subscribe at the, like everybody says, I get to do that now. Subscribe where it says subscribe below. And you guys have been awesome. The interaction back and forth between, the response to me and my channel has been just overwhelmingly awesome. And I'm trying to get back to everybody. I'm an alcoholic and drug addict in recovery. A lot of you guys know my story. I lost my son on Tuesday. It'll be 4 weeks. Today is Friday. And today, I went back to work a little bit last week, and this week was my first full 40-hour week back to work. I think I had 40 hours, maybe an hour or two more, maybe an hour or two less. I'm not sure, but it was my first full week back, and it's like I couldn't do this like what I'm doing. There's been so much interaction and so much I'm functioning at this level that I don't even know what's making me go, well, I do. It's my prayer, and it's I think I've been to a couple meetings this week. I'll hit a couple this weekend, and I'll also go to I've got my little wristband for Austin City Limits. My dear friend bought my son and I some passes to Sunday, so we're gonna get to I'm gonna get to see Casey Musgraves. I love her. She's like one of my favorite new artists. And Red Hot Chili Peppers. I can't wait. And I think they go on at the same time, so I'll be like running, back and forth. But hopefully the weather holds up for us. Still really heavy-hearted, really sad. I got hit with a wave of grief last night, pretty good, and I just miss my son, I miss my son, Brandon. And, because of this program and because I'm sober, I'm able to step back a little bit and step out of self a little bit and be useful and think a little differently than I would be. Well, I know if I was drinking and using, I would be in complete self-pity and what a fucking loser, idiot, fuck up I am, and probably be dead. I don't know if I could have dealt with this, not being sober. Because I was driving home today and I was thinking of, just some sad things that happened, between him and I. We got in a scuffle at the airport about 3 years ago, 2.5, 3 years ago, and when he was living with me, and I was trying to get him on a plane to go to rehab, and when he was working with me, and he was real fucked up at work, and I wasn't a good example either. I was just on a different drug, and I was able to function at a higher level, and so I think of those things because I'm human, and I try not to stay in those. I try to recognize them, and what I did wrong, and for a lot of my stuff, it's just you were fucked up, you were fucked up, and you still have 2 other sons here. So what are you going to do with the rest of your life? I'm 56 years old, and I've never thought like this before, I've always just kind of lived like a fucking cowboy, and I did a lot of it sober, and just real, I've been a pretty self-centered guy, and everybody's aware of it around me, and I'm aware of it, and I'm not a total fuckhead, but I've always loved my family, and they've always been, I've always stayed close to my boys, all 3 of them. And where can I improve today? Well, I got this whole, I have all this freedom now because I'm sober. It's amazing. I get to work on me, working on, the inside of me. That is completely and totally impossible doing that fucked up. If I put any drugs in my body, like even if I just smoke a little reefer, you know, uh, take a couple Xanax or whatever, it cuts that connection off, and I can't work on my spirit. I'm just one of those kind of people, and there's people that are not, they're put together different than me, that people that can go out and have a few beers, and they get up and they meditate and they're back into their game. I've never, I've tried to be one of those people for so many years, and I've never been able to be successful at it. I've tried to be the guy to just go to a ball game and, have a couple beers and go home, go to sleep, get up and go to work tomorrow, the next day. But I've never been able to just do that. I'm the guy who, once I start, I never know what's going to happen. So this program's given me so many gifts. My son's passing, uh, turning that dark, horrific event, that was the worst day of my life, getting that news, turning that event, and I'm turning it into positive actions on my part. I'm still dealing with grief, and I'm going to turn all of that into, all that grief into positive things for other kids, other people, people in need, people in recovery, people in relapse, people trying to get back on the beam like I was, helping any way I can, helping with grief. I've got my own grief to go through, but, I don't want to continue living a selfish, self-centered, fucked up life like I've been living. I want to be of maximum use to my community and the people around me. And the best way to do that is, for me, I found, is to stay sober, stay close to God, keep that connection and that, talking to God, going back and forth. And if I keep that going, now I have a shot at other things. So I'm getting deeply involved into the Impact Foundation, the Chase Malone Impact Foundation, and my son is going to be added to that also. So I'm not sure how Vicky wants to do that, but I want to get my son's name out there too, the Chase Malone Brandon Brown Impact Foundation. However that works, I'm not sure. That's important to me that his name goes on that somewhere. But I guess what's most important is not worrying about that stuff right now, but just trying to drive money into that foundation and trying to make it something, and everything else will fall into place. My time, putting some time into that, if it's an hour or 2 hours a day, I'm going to do that. And I'm going to promote it on this channel because it's important. It's going to help a lot of people, guys. It's not just set up for like alcoholism or anything like that. This is it. It's a wide range of things. That people in need of mental health care, people in need of treatment, people, going into schools, talking to these kids about fentanyl and how dangerous it is. And, I'm worried about, God forbid, Halloween coming up, and these whoever's poisoning our kids. I've heard some crazy shit, and I'm not gonna, because I don't know what the hell's going on yet, but I've been looking around, and I don't know, you turn on CNN, you don't hear this stuff. Why? It's taking out more people than the pandemic. What the hell's going on? You know, it's bullshit. It's total fucking bullshit. Okay? And kids are dropping like flies. They're American kids. You know, it's breaking hearts all across the country. Do something about it, government. You know, I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, whatever. It's killing our kids. You know, let's get with the program. I mean, this is absolute and total bullshit. So, you know, I just, I'm fired up about this, you know, and I'm pissed off. My son was just cremated yesterday. So, from fentanyl. So, I'm going to stay positive, you know, because if, you know, Gary gets pissed off, Gary's not effective. So, I'm going to keep my marbles, you know, together here. And I'm going to let you guys know I'm brokenhearted. I'm angry. And we need to all do something about it, man. So I guess the way to do it is with love right now. Like, we can't fight fentanyl with machine guns. So as much as I'd like to take a machine gun to whoever's fucking doing this to our kids, you know, as much as I'd like to do that, I think I'll combat it with God in my corner and start doing it with love, you know. And as soon as I get back on my game, you know, I'm a strong guy, I'm a smart guy, and it's going to be a powerful thing, you know. My son's not going to just be, you know, just his name just go away. Okay, people are going to know what happened, and we're going to do good things with this. We're going to turn this negative into a positive, okay? Really hard to say, because I've got a lot of mixed, you know, I've got that anger and stuff going on in me, but that anger, I'm going to turn into the drive of positive energy, you know, a drive for positive energy. So it's been 12 minutes, guys. I just want to say, remember, if you're an alcoholic or a drug addict and you're trying to get sober, or you're having a trouble believing in God, or you don't believe in God, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain to do a 5-day God challenge. Get on your knees once in the morning and once at night. Ask God, God, please reveal yourself to me. I'm having a hard time. I think you forgot about me, or I'm having a hard time believing in you. Get in the morning, get on your knees and ask him, God, please help keep me sober today. Help me get to a meeting. In the evening, if you stayed sober, God, thanks for keeping me sober today. Think about it. If you're anything like me and you can't stop doing this or that, or, you know, I've done it all, okay? If you can't stop doing those chemicals, any chemicals, however you do them, you know, liquid, solid, or gas, however you do it, it's the same effect, man. It's destroying your life. Pray to God. Pray to God. He helped me. I'm not telling you you have to do this, but I'm telling you it's a good start if you do. So when you raise your hand in an AA meeting or an NA meeting, and watch the power of God. He works through other people, you guys. I see it daily. So I'm going to plug this little meeting again. I go to this little meeting called Bolden in Austin, Texas. If you guys are ever here, right? I go to the 5:30 p.m. meeting. Not every single day, but, you know, hit me up and, you know, say, hey, I'm going to be there Thursday or whatever. I'll meet you down there, you know. It's a cool thing, man. We do this together. It's a we deal. It's a we program. We keep each other sober. God keeps us sober. God works through us. So, I think that's all I got, but hopefully I made sense today. I never know what I'm going to say when I turn this thing on, and thank you guys for tuning in and your support. All right, I'll check in with you guys tomorrow.